Hey Christian, what project do you have for me today?
Well, Randy, I have a wood porch that is in need of new paint.
Is it a covered porch?
It is, but it's south facing, so it gets a lot of exposure, and so it's a little bit rough.
We have everything you're going to need. I'm not sure if you decided on a color yet or not, but there's some preparation that we're going to have to get done before you can even start to paint.
Oh, okay. What kind of prep are you talking about?
If it's got loose paint on the porch floor, you're going to have to get that up. One of the easiest and fastest ways to do that's with a pressure washer.
Okay.
We've got pressure washers in our rental department. If you expose any bare wood, we're going to need to prime that after it's dry. This is the Zinsser 123 primer. It's pretty fail-safe. It's for all surfaces, and it can be used inside or outside, and it does have a mildewcide that is resistant to mildew. The other thing I would recommend highly is you go ahead and clean that surface really well, even after you've pressure washed it. Clean it with a product called TSP. It stands for trisodium phosphate.
Pressure wash, clean with trisodium phosphate, prime, and then I'm ready to paint.
Take a look at it, and if you've got any areas that doesn't look quite as smooth as you'd like for it to be, use a wire brush, get any of that flaky looking old nasty paint off of there, and sand if you need to. You're probably going to need a good brush, a good roller, and I'd recommend a long handle so you're not down on your knees working on that. And probably some blue painter's tape to keep the paint off the siding as best you can.
Okay.
It looks like we've got everything gathered up that you're going to need for this project. Let's take it to the job site and I'll go over with you how all this comes together. Well, Christian, it looks like everything's been properly pressure washed. Everything looks nice and clean, so you've used the TSP. And we've got some area here that we can use the tape. What we're going to do now is get some primer on this bare wood. Instead of just going in a straight line all the time, you're covering the same detail as far as the texture of the wood. If you kind of crisscross, you're going about it at a different angle and you're covering more. You don't want to go really fast and then it'll send little spatters out on you and on places where you don't want to get it. But I see you are going to have some brush work to do to get in between the boards. Christian, once everything's cut in and primed, we'll come back then and do the finish coat, the nightshade green. You've done a really good job with that first coat. If you want to get started on the second coat, I think it's ready.
Okay.
Most all painting projects require 2 coats to get a good coverage and to get the true color. And particularly this high traffic area right here.
I read on the label that it said I needed to wait 4 hours between coats.
That's right.
But how long until I can actually use the porch?
You can walk on it in 24 hours. Anything that's got a metal leg, you want to give it a little more time to cure and to harden. And each color varies a little bit as to how much cure time it actually takes. Well, Christian, this has been a really good project to understand a little bit more about painting techniques, application, preparation. And we did it in the early part of the summer, which is a great time to be doing painting outside because the days are longer, the humidity is low, and it gives it a time to cure. We've learned a lot, and now we can share that with our customers.
Yeah, I look forward to the next project.
Good. I look forward as well.